Will new resources for Vermont's courts put an end to the so-called revolving door of justice?
Now, facing public safety and quality of life concerns in the Queen City, leaders are processing a plan to get Vermont's courts firing back up to speed. Channel 3's Calvin Cutler joining us live in the studio. Calvin, what does this data tell us?
Yeah, good evening, Darren and Kat. Each one of these red bars here behind me represents a person in Burlington and their interactions with police. Through September of this year, the top 20 repeat offenders, these red lines right here, were involved in almost 850 incidents. Acting Burlington Police Chief Sean Burke says officers are arresting people at the highest rate in the last 4 years, pointing to this chart showing the top 20 offenders who are arrested frequently, adding many of them are battling mental health and housing insecurity.
Oftentimes it's hard to get someone to engage in a meaningful way with services to change their behavior and really improve their lives and their health.
He adds many are arrested and charged on nonviolent crimes like disturbances or trespassing and can't be held behind bars without bail.
Typically, if you have not committed some type of crime of violence, you're going to be issued new conditions of release and released back out into the community, and I know that's a source of frustration for the public.
And others are not seeing their day in court. Department of Sheriff's and State's Attorney's Executive Director Tim Leaders-Dumont says an increase in violent crime and felonies is pushing nonviolent repeat cases to the end.
These folks are cycling back through so many times. It's not good for them, it's not good for the victims, and it takes up a huge amount of time in the courts.
So Governor Phil Scott and Mayor Emma Mulvaney-Stanek announcing the formation of a new accountability court, where a special prosecutor, judge, and court staff will work to get lower-level offenders through the courts faster and into prison, restorative justice, or court-ordered drug treatment. About half of all people waiting for their day in front of a judge have 3 or more cases against them.
A smaller group of people is taking up a huge amount of time and taking up a lot of that docket space in our court system.
The idea is that offenders answering to crimes closer to the date it happened will deter future bad behavior. This is an issue that's years in the making. Why is this just coming to fruition now?
The resource question is always one. We have local funding, places like funding local police departments. We have statewide funding. We have different levels of federal funding depending on the scenario.
The Accountability Court proposal represents a rare political alignment among the governor, Burlington's mayor, and others. But it remains to be seen if there will be agreement in how some of these cases end up and what justice looks like. Now, right now, this is just a pilot project for Chittenden County, but leaders say it could be expanded statewide if it pays off on holding offenders accountable or getting people help. Now, this is the first of what are expected to be several public safety proposals from the governor and the mayor's offices. Live in studio, Calvin Cutler, Channel 3 News.
Calvin Cutler, thank you.